the closer you are to the front line of your business, the more successful it will be.
Everyone's feeling the same thing, no matter how big and high profile your salon is, everyone's feeling the same things.
It's interesting because, the more staff you have, like my mentality was, I'm going to make more money.
Yes.
It's going to be great.
Yes.
But roles are reversed now. The less staff I have, we're definitely more profitable right now.
Because it's all well and good if you're like, we're turning over $30,000, $40,000 a week, but what are you spending?
The biggest thing with rebooking rate is it's a very easy indicator of whether a client likes you, likes your service, has had a good experience, and wants to come back here.
Probably $3,000 worth of hair extensions that's on. They're like, I want that color. And you're like, you've got 4 hairs on your head.
Social media is not free.
It's not free.
Because it's like your time, it's your energy, and it is a wage for someone as well.
We survived and thrived as hairdressers before social media.
Yeah.
We can still do it without it.
Don't listen to all the noise out there if you want to do social media and play with these big boys and girls. Do your thing.
Before we dive in, just a quick little love note from us. If this podcast has ever made you laugh, cry, think, or feel seen, please hit that subscribe button. It's the easiest way to keep the magic going, and it helps us land more incredible guests for you. Go on, back your girls, subscribe now, and let's keep rising together.
Welcome back to the Inner Sanctum Salon Rising, the podcast. You had to do the intro the other day,
That is how the intro sounds. That's so, I did it and I had to have the whole welcome, and I did not do it as well, but I embodied you. I'm going to put a side by, Rich, can we put a side by side?
That's cool.
But yeah, it was not as comfortable without you, so I don't like podcasting on my own.
I know it's a whole different beast when we do it by ourselves.
I know.
It really is.
It is.
I feel you on that one. We're both deep in a immersive speaking program at the moment.
We are.
We should get to the point where we feel comfortable doing it even though we don't like doing it.
I think this type of talking comes really normal. It's when we get on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so true actually.
Yeah.
So
On that note,
we've got another return guest today and I'm so excited. Would you like to introduce the lady sitting next to you?
well, hold on. She flew all this way.
Exactly.
This morning. And the last time that this special guest came to, we went to her last time, I ended up pretty much lying on her.
Yeah.
Completely. So welcome Monique McMahon from Q. She's all the way here and flown in nice and early to the Gold Coast. So welcome back.
Thank you, girls.
Yeah,
I'm so
thank
excited
you
to
so
be here.
much.
Not going to lie, it was a super early flight.
Yeah, what time did you leave?
Yeah, not going to lie, got up at 10 to 4 this morning to be here. I'm so excited to be here. Round two of Salon Rising with you girls. I'm a little nervous because you just never know what's going to come out of the box.
Or what we're going to make you say.
Well, it just comes out. Like you're sitting with your girls, it's like, a deep and meaningful with your best girlfriends. It just all flows out.
I love that. That's actually
We already had
what
that
it's
this
supposed
morning at
to
the
be
coffee
like.
shop. I was just like, let's just debrief Mon on the last 2 years of my life. Like it was just, when you're with the right people.
Yeah.
That's
when you're
right.
with the right people, the right things come out. And there's so much to debrief on because you've had it would be about 12 months since we sat down together last, right?
Yeah, I think
You
it's been
have
12
done
months.
so much in that 12 months. It's wild.
Yeah, we've done a lot. And there just seems to be a lot more to come. We've got our huge US tour coming up in
Yes.
September. That's going to be wild.
How long are you away for?
I'm away for a whole month.
Wow.
Yeah, we're hitting 5 cities. We're doing Boston, New York, Miami,
Oh, cool.
Texas, and also LA. Two masterclasses in LA as well. So yeah, it's going to be wild. But being away from your business for 5 weeks,
It's also terrifying.
it's slightly terrifying.
Yeah.
So I've been very busy on the ground in the salon, just strengthening all the little bolts,
Yep.
As you do,
Yeah.
and communicating and just getting the team all firing.
And I think I love that about I think the one thing that we were talking about that we love so much about the last podcast is that you feel everyone's feeling the same thing, no matter how
Yeah.
big and high profile your salon is, everyone's feeling the same things. So for you to go through and be like, I'm terrified, I've got to leave my business for 5 weeks. It's a normal feeling to feel, guys,
Yeah.
whether you're going
Yeah.
on holidays, whether you're going on maternity leave, and Mon's leaving to work to, continue to extend that brand.
Yeah.
But it's still terrifying because behind the scenes, you've still got to, all those things still happen. You can still have staff that leave. You can still have things that happen, and you're here doing this, but you've still got to control that too.
How big is your team in the salon at the moment, Mon?
We have 6 seniors, which is really fabulous. One of my juniors just turned into a senior.
Oh,
so
cool.
It's so nice. She's amazing on the floor. She's actually on holidays at the moment, but she'll be back soon. And it's just so refreshing to see her move from like a little junior into being a senior. So that's taken us to 6 seniors, and we don't need any more than 6 in our salon. That's plenty. And then we have 2 apprentices and just a couple of casuals that come in as well. So
I love that.
Front of house, of course, as well.
Yeah. We're 6 seniors and it's so nice.
It's a really good number.
Yeah.
And we were talking earlier, I think any more than 12.
Yes. In the whole team.
In the whole team
is too much.
Is a lot to manage. Like you actually step into a manager role instead of doing hair.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you and I were both like, nope, we both love that part of it.
Well, I still got to do hair. I love hair.
Me too. So it's really nice when you find, I feel like that's where I'm at now. Like that's such a nice balance because you can also still have, if you're in the salon with your team, you have touch points with your team all day.
Yeah.
When there's that many. Whereas as soon as it goes too big, you're not seeing that team.
You don't feel like you're just arriving to put out fires.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like you're actually in it and you notice little things and you're like, I'm going to just have a quick word here. Just have a little conversation there. So you're not just waiting and arriving when things have already started to blow.
I think, you're a lot closer to the front line when you're working like that.
Yeah.
And the closer you are to the front line of your business, the more successful it will be.
Yeah.
Because your team sort of see you act really quickly on those things that might need action on.
Yeah.
And, they respect that. They want that. They want someone to lead to make sure that everything works, you know, smoothly.
Yeah, too many, you are definitely, moving back and it's hard. It's so true.
Yeah, we've had too many, let me tell you. That was not good.
It's what we call learning.
Yes.
I think that you also go through, I had this conversation on the pod last week. I think you get into this headspace is more successful. Do I look more successful? Will the salon, can I push limits and push boundaries, and will it look better, and will I look better? And for me, was definitely an ego thing. Like, oh, look, I've got 14. People are like, wow.
Yeah.
They're
like, oh, she must be amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Everyone's looking at you guys going, how do you have 14 staff? You must be making billions.
Yes.
You must be killing it.
You must be so successful. And you're like, my wage bill's about to break me.
Yeah. I don't know about
week.
here, but in Sydney, the wage bills have just gone up again.
Yeah.
So it's mental. It's crazy out there. It's interesting because, the more staff you have, my mentality was, I'm going to make more money.
Yes.
It's going to be great.
Yes.
But roles are reversed now. The less staff I have, we're definitely more profitable right now than we ever have been in business.
Yeah.
And I think the key word there is profitable because we've had this conversation. Yes, you turn over more.
Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily mean that you're more profitable.
That's
Absolutely.
right.
And that's such a big difference and
It's
a key
really
difference.
important to know the difference of those two.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And know your numbers to know the difference between that, because it's all well and good if you're like, we're turning over $30,000, $40,000 a week, but what are you spending?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's more than that or just as much as that, you're putting more pressure on yourself in order to have more people and to look a certain way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were talking because I was sipping my coffee as you sip your hot chocolate.
Yeah.
And you said, I'm not drinking coffee anymore. And then you said, I gave up a lot of things at the begining of the year that weren't good for me.
No longer served you.
They no longer serve me. Exactly. Things that were basically controlling me or things that I felt I had to do. I was like, right, I'm just going to cut that out. So coffee was definitely one of them that got cut out, which was really hard for me because even now I still love the smell of coffee.
Yeah.
Like when coffee's in the salon and it's wafting by me, I'm like, that smells so good. But I don't have the craving for it anymore. I think it's a mental
How
thing.
much did you used to drink?
Not a lot. I wasn't a hardcore coffee drinker. Maybe 2 or 3 a day.
Yeah, okay.
Is that hardcore?
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
No, that's average. That's normal. And the other one was alcohol.
Amazing.
Had to go.
So many people are doing it. Jen's
I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Jen's
I
doing
don't
it.
drink really. I'll have one mug here or there. So it's not been such a thing for me not to have, but and it's so nice for me because so many of my friends now don't also drink.
It's so good.
Welcome to your 30s.
But it was interesting because Mon, like we were at the AHC Schmooze Fest.
Yes.
Was that last week?
Last Monday,
Oh my gosh.
Saturday night that
this
was.
just rolls into one.
Doesn't it?
It's all just, And I like that's probably the first time I've been in a big event situation like that where everyone around you is drinking and you're a little bit like, is this going to go okay? But it did.
Yeah.
I survived. I still managed to,
be
talk
honest,
to people.
is the alcohol any good there anyway?
Yeah.
It's quite easy to say no there.
Yeah. No, thank you. That looks like terrible. Yeah.
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 But it felt really empowering. I was like, I needed to get my life back on track. And, we had a big thing about efficiency in the salon and we wanted to focus on that word, efficiency. So we made a lot of changes.
That's a great
Good word. Something that I definitely want to move to.
And I'm sure if anyone who has like a software program that does their bookings, they will have a box there on their dashboard that says efficiency.
Yeah.
Anyone looked at that lately?
No.
I definitely didn't.
Yeah.
I actually had to double check exactly what it meant.
Listen up, everybody, listen up, because I don't know what this means either.
This is key.
And because, I'm in business with my husband and he's like, well, we need to look at efficiency. Why is this figure so low? Everything else was doing really well. The efficiency percentage was actually quite low. And I went, well, what does that even mean? Like, why is it low? So anyway, I started looking into it and things like having so many staff and having a huge payroll really made a massive difference with efficiency when we cut that number back. So our efficiency after 18 months of focusing on it is incredible. So anyone listening out there, if you were like me and had no idea what it meant, don't worry about it. That's okay. But focus on it for 12 months and watch your business turn around.
Wow. So what little things do you feel like so obviously less staff.
Less staff.
What other things do you think changed that efficiency?
Our ordering.
Yeah.
So we set the budget a little differently.
I did that this year and I have literally, I reckon, halved.
Yeah.
Like
it's so good. And all of the
and
sundries.
anybody that's thinking that, it's wild how when you're not paying attention to it, how it just blows out and you've just and you don't even know how, but you're spending exuberant amounts. But I've halved our almost halved our stock.
So a friend of mine
Sundries,
has a salon in Paddington.
Yeah.
And we caught up over the weekend as it was the hair festival. And we were like, I was telling her about this efficiency and she was like, well, what else have you done? I said, well, what are you spending on your foils? Because she uses like boxed foils. And she goes, okay, I'll give you the figure for January till now. And I said, okay, I'll give you my figure from January to now. And mine was half compared to hers. So just those little tiny things all add up for efficiency.
Yeah.
So, just look at all the small things.
I was having this conversation recently as well.
I've just actually ordered, so a very dear friend of mine who is in Dubai has now a white label business for foil. So I've just ordered like 8 months worth of stock. But
Beautiful.
it's going to save me. But again, you've got to have the financial this is why it's so important to know your finances, because you've got to have the financial capacity to spend a big outlay.
But see, even on a small scale, even for me, and I was having this conversation recently at an education event and where people were talking about the fact that they won't use plain silver foil. Like, babe, you're paying twice as much as I am. Like I'm just one person ordering foil for one person. And their foil bill was double what mine is because I just use plain silver foil.
Yeah.
And I don't get the pretty coloured ones.
Yeah.
All the foil companies are recoiling at the moment by that. But it's just like...
Look, there's something to be said for convenience. 100%. I'm all for it. Those boxed foils are great for convenience and they do look pretty. And if it's something that, aligns with your brand and it's something you want to do, move forward on it, but maybe cut some expense somewhere else.
Yeah.
So you're still focusing on that efficiency. I'm not saying cut all the good stuff out. Absolutely not. We're a visual industry. We want to look good.
Yes.
And you love,
Yes.
Yeah.
And we want to use tools that we love, but I think, there comes a time where we're just doing it because others are doing it. Necessarily, why don't you find, like if it is foil, why don't you go through 10 different brands and find what's most efficient, find what use different stuff, find out what the cost is. Because when you do that over 12 months, I promise you won't care. about what it looks like when you go, this is giving me the same result, but it's saving me thousands.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
You said sundries. I love that one.
Sundries. Oh my God, don't we spend a lot on sundries?
So much.
So much.
So
I mean,
much.
keeping it like to the bare minimum is definitely recommended. But I mean, our sundries, have things like mints and tampons and pads and, it's very hard to keep into the bare minimum because you want to supply all of that for your team.
What do you also serve? I'm really interested on what because I think a lot for me is sorry, I interrupted you then. I love that you supply all that.
A deodorant, all of that. So we have all of that downstairs for the whole team to jump in. We even started a snack bar.
Yeah.
Well, the snack bar, everything that we bought.
$1 million a week gone.
I was like, oh my God, it lasted 3 days.
Yes.
And the whole thing, they were like hornets in there. They just ate everything in 3 days. I was like, okay, I don't think it's a good idea, guys. We might skip that one.
I brought in new snacks in here and I was like, okay, guys, these are not snacks for you. These are snacks for the clients because the amount of pretzels we go through in here and the amount of Rocky Road. And I'm like, these are not your snacks.
Yeah.
These are not your snacks. You're not allowed them. And they're like, and then all of a sudden I'll see one chewing on something. I'm like, that looks like a lolly in your mouth. They're like, no, what are you talking about? They left it on their plate. It was going to go in the bin anyway.
Yeah. How funny.
But yeah, I'd love to know what you do because again, I think behind the scenes, we spend a lot of money. I buy expensive coffee. I buy expensive teas, all my snacks and I've just upped my snack game for the clients. But what do you do?
Well, we do Biscoff biscuits.
Yep.
And they come in like a beautiful single serve, like one biscuit.
Yep.
And we just get them from a warehouse in Sydney called Campbell's, Cash and Carry, I think it's called, which is great. And then, the teas are just Twinings. We've had them since the day we opened.
Yeah.
We don't need to go T2. I just don't need to.
I did that.
The lemon ginger tea by Twinings, I'm sorry to say, has become part of our DNA. Our clients absolutely love it. And if I don't have it, they're like crying.
Yeah.
So I'm super happy for that.
Yeah.
Our coffee is pod coffee from Nespresso, which is on subscription.
Yeah, nice.
Toilet paper on subscription.
Yeah.
So it's just like really well managed.
Yes.
Yeah.
It takes time
to
work out what you need and what you don't need.
Oh, I definitely amp things up lately with snacks.
Yeah.
Now I'm like biscuits, lollies, chips. And it's funny because I'm also one of those people that's like don't have a whole convenience store.
Yeah.
But I was like.
But you bought a whole convenience store?
I just needed to. I don't know. I just was like, there was something in me that was like, I need to change this up slightly.
Yeah.
So now I have a few things.
Is this for the team or the staff?
No,
or
the
clients? For the clients.
Yeah.
Good.
So now we have like a, I just found we serve Rocky Road, which we make here.
Nice.
And every client's like, don't get rid of the Rocky Road. But I was just like, I need to change it up. I want something a little bit different. But then you're like, I don't know how long I can sustain this for. I'm like constantly doing Amazon orders so everything arrives.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I needed to change it up. But I'm always like, don't do a convenience store. But now I'm kind of a bit convenience store, which I'm okay with.
Yeah.
But
as
again,
long as you're okay with it. Again, it's like the foil. If you love that foil, get that foil.
Yeah.
But like where are the other places
that you can
more
save money?
efficient?
I was like, well, I save money in my stock, so now I get more snacks.
Yeah. So the word efficiency not only became like really important to me, I shared that with my whole team. So this is what we're focusing on now, efficiency. And I explained what it was. I thought it would be a really great thing to do. Say what efficiency is, like, it just means, you're doing more in less time. You're being more productive in less time. So we shared that word around at our group meetings and we spoke about what that means to the team as well, what everyone sort of felt about that word. And then in our one-on-ones, we followed through with that. It's like, so what are we going to do to be more efficient? So not only are we cutting where we can cut, but we're building where we can build.
Yeah.
So the idea is to have both working simultaneously and you'll succeed. If you have one going great and the other one not going great, you won't succeed. So you kind of want to find that balance. One needs to be going up and one needs to be going down.
Yes.
And then you'll get great efficiency.
What sort of things did you find you were bringing up?
With the team?
Yeah, because I think that's really important. We're always talking about like what can we take away, but like what sort of things do you think supported their efficiency that actually leveled up their game?
Yeah.
What were some of the goals?
Some of them are really simple, and I know you guys listening out there will understand me because I'm sure it's happening in your salon too. So we spoke about in team meetings, how could we be more efficient? Like, what can we do throughout our day to be more efficient? I said, how does everyone feel about using their mobile phone when they're working in work hours? We're like, oh, well, maybe we shouldn't be using them in our work hours. I was like, all right, so I know it's only probably 5 minutes, but what could you do in that 5 minutes? And that's efficiency. Instead of going down when you finish your foils, if you finish your foils 10 minutes early before your next client's due to arrive, instead of going downstairs, sitting downstairs and looking at your phone and just checking out TikTok, why don't you ask if any of your team need any help? Or ask your client if she would like to rebook for the rest of the year. Or ask your client if she has heard of this particular trend coming up. Or ask your client to have a look at our blog, our latest blog.
Or write a Google review.
Yeah. Or write a Google review. Oh my God, we must talk about that.
Okay. I feel real strongly about it too. So
Yeah.
I love it. So, I mean, that is the basic conversation around efficiency, but it tapped into everyone really well, which was great. And then on the larger scale, talking about efficiency was with the one-on-ones, and it was more of a private conversation where we spoke about, rebooking rate and how to do it.
Yeah.
And why to do it. And, the biggest thing with rebooking rate is it's a very easy indicator of whether a client likes you, likes your service, has had a good experience, and wants to come back here.
Yes.
Like myself, I don't even have to look at you colouring hair. I can look at that number and that percentage and know what you're doing on the floor.
Yes.
Is good or bad.
Yes.
So we spoke about that privately in one-on-ones and how to strengthen that number. Which was really good as well.
I love this. I think efficient is definitely going to be.
It's the word.
It's
We're
definitely
going to be
the
looking
word.
for a new word.
Yeah,
I've been looking for a new word.
Yeah. There's your word.
I loved another one because Jen and I are doing a program at the moment with one of our dear friends, and she was talking about, and it was huge. She was talking about. And I spoke to my team about this when we did a meeting the other day. She spoke about your presence. How do you want your presence to feel?
Yes.
And she said, how do you want your presence to feel with your partner, with your children, and in the world? How do you want that to feel, like when someone meets you? And it was so interesting even for me to tune into that, because my presence in the salon is big because it's my space.
Yeah.
It's the most
and you're
comfortable.
a big personality.
Here?
Yeah, okay.
Not out.
Okay.
So it's funny because people if I met you at the hair festival, I would have just shrunk back completely and probably not spoken because I would have been that nervous.
Large environments.
Yeah, big
different.
environments.
Yeah.
Really
Oh
different.
yeah, I messaged you from the AHC Leadership Summit. Like, I'm literally by myself in a room of 200 people.
I would not do that.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you. I'm never doing that. But I'm a big personality here because this is mine. And for me, I can control the room. My presence is to make sure that everybody is comfortable and everyone's considered.
I love that.
But I was saying to the girls, it's really important to know what your presence is, because you want to come in and how do you want your client to feel at the end of this?
Yeah.
Because it's the same thing with a rebooking. I was saying to the girls, I remember when I worked for a salon, there was a girl who was horrific at hairdressing, but had a huge clientele because she had this wonderful presence. And I was like, not that I want that for you guys. I kind of want you guys to be the best. But also it shows why, because she had this presence that people wanted to be around. And I think sometimes they forget how important that is when they walk in this door, that your presence is what makes them feel different. And you can see that through things like Google reviews on how, but are you giving the same result to everybody?
Yeah. No, that's so true. Presence is everything.
Yeah.
Love that.
Because we kind of used to it.
Yeah.
We're kind of used to coming in and being like, all right, this is my presence in the space. And you can feel someone regardless of it's like people that know you're the boss even without knowing that you're the boss. They're like, I can just tell that you have a different, a confidence energy about you. And again, this year we were like, we're going to find somebody. If anyone knows anyone, reach out to us on the pod. I'm going to find someone that comes in and teaches more on confidence and how to kind of bring that across, because we have these young team members that don't know how to do that yet.
Yeah.
Don't know how to kind of bring that confidence across. And it's huge for salons like ours.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's sad because sometimes the younger generation coming through, they're actually highly skilled.
Yes.
After you've put them through all their training, they've really got it. They're actually naturally quite gifted, but then they can't bring that presence, that like, energy to the client.
I do
think
it's
we need
a little bit of a
teach that.
generational thing as well. Like there's this whole like nervous social component that's coming through with these young people that I think we really have to watch and nurture. I do think it's got a little bit to do with when the world went a bit crazy and everyone just got socially removed and like just building that up in them again so that they can have that presence.
And I speak to my staff about it. I've got one staff in particular and she's so talented. One of my new seniors, she's so talented. Like the work she does is obscene. Like amazing. I think the work that I did at that age was nothing. It's like she's incredible, but that fake it till you make it, which is an age-old hairdressing saying. I was great at that. So even if I was like, oh, I just completely messed up your hair and I have no idea how to fix it, but I'm going to pretend that it's the best hair ever and you're going to love it, and they do. She doesn't have that. It's like we need to teach the poker face.
Yeah,
she's full fear someone's about to run headfirst into her. She's like a deer in headlights. Everything is about to. I'm not eating. I'm not functioning. And then she blow dries it and the client's like, this is the best hair of my life. And I'm like, you pretty much have just shaved 10 years off your life every time you do that because of the fear of, and I think clients expect so much. It's not like 10, 15 years ago when it was just hair. It's just not that anymore.
It's not that. It's nowhere near that. It's the expectations of clients these days it's super unrealistic.
Yes.
And, the first thing, that we're doing in consultations these days is bringing them back down to reality.
Yeah. That's AI. That's AI. That's AI.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's a filter.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But there's a woman I follow on TikTok and I love her. I think she's amazing. And here I was thinking her hair is her hair. And then I saw her with her hairdresser. None of it's her hair.
Yeah, right.
And you're like, oh, even me as a hairdresser was thinking that it was her hair, and it's ridiculous amounts of extensions. Like, and I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. This was interesting the other day. I was in the salon doing a client and sitting beside another one of my stylists. She was doing a very long-term client, and they were having a conversation around not understanding what the hairdresser means.
Yeah.
And I was like, my ears just pricked up and I was like, oh, I'm going to listen to all of this.
Leader quality where you're like, this is good intel.
Yeah. So, I mean, they're going ahead doing the color and it's all fabulous. Like there's no issue there. But the client was so lovely and she was saying that, when a hairdresser asks me whether I want warm or cool,
yes,
I've got no idea what they mean.
Yes.
And then when they show me a photo of like, honey blonde and like creamy blonde, I don't really know what that means. I'm just like sitting in the chair nodding.
Yes.
And just going, yeah, that sounds good because, she's just sitting there hoping that it's all going to come out how she wants it. Yeah. It was so interesting.
But on the flip side of that, when you have the young ones that don't have the confidence and the clients come with the words because they've watched it on TikTok, the stylist listens to the words.
Yes.
And then gives them the words and then they hate it.
And they hate it because it's not actually
what they were thinking.
Like they just came in talking like TikTok instead of what they want.
I think the disconnect at the moment is massive because of all of those things with online. Like because, hair's become massively trending in different areas and there's all this like stuff that's coming, like these, all the different words for the teddy bear blonde and the blah, blah, blah. And and people come in and we're like, okay, so you just want to be brown and blonde? Like, it's just like
blondish.
Yeah. Blonde. Brandoundle. I don't know. What words are we making this time? And, I think it's hard in both ways. Like we have to take our consultation these days is like a 95-minute consultation.
Yeah.
Because and sometimes it's just clicks, especially when we've been doing it for so long that, I'm like the client saying stuff. I'm like, I already know what you want. I don't even know what you're telling me because I know what you need and I know what you want.
Yeah. And it's not any of the words you're saying.
Yeah. Absolutely nothing of what you're saying. It's like when we have a client that she hates being lighter at a root, but doesn't like being dark, but then decided to go dark, but then hates being dark. But then she's like, now I want to be lighter on my face and I need to cover my grays, but Laura's like, she hates all of those things.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just like, so many people too with a lot of the grey blending stuff that we do. There's so much we're doing at the moment. They don't want to be brunettes, don't want to be blonde. They're like, okay, I'll have a balayage then. I'm like,
it's like
that completely
that's not going to help you.
Doesn't help the situation. So
Yeah.
then you're also having to like break people's dreams.
Yeah, constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, it was, I just found it so interesting. It was so great. And the other day I showed my client, she showed me a photo of, Hair by Chrissy. She does all those beautiful hair extensions, absolutely stunning. She had this beautiful, like buttery blonde. And I normally just do a nice ash color on her for the last 20 years. She absolutely loves that. I'm like, okay, so you want to go warmer? She goes, oh no, I don't want to go warmer. I'm like, well, I'm sorry, the photo is warm.
Yes.
So it's just really like, I think they're just in love with a feeling these days.
And the hair
more than an actual hair color.
And the hair that was on that
it's
client.
the condition of the hair and the feeling that's coming through that image.
Yeah.
That's what they want to feel like.
It's generally
got nothing to do with the hair color.
The probably $3,000 worth of hair extensions that's on. They're like, I want that color. And you're like, you've got 4 hairs on your head. It's not going to look like that color.
Yeah.
But yeah, they want that like she's incredible.
Love her.
But so many people bring her photos and I'm like, unless you're going to have
do you want to have hair
a
extensions?
whole hair of hair extensions?
Look, I went and did some work with Chrissy. She's incredible. We did a content day together.
Oh,
and let me tell you, you've never experienced anything like it in your life.
Really?
So she had people in there filming for TikTok.
Yep.
People filming for Instagram.
Yep.
And then she had her videographer filming for her online education platform as well. So we were there with a few other amazing industry icons, and we all like hung out and just did this incredible work on the day. But it was like nonstop filming, photo, like everything. It was actually the best experience. And she's so
cool.
lovely, and her husband Rich is amazing as well. Really cool people.
I love that.
Them.
I love that. I love her work. I'm always frothing over it. I'm like, she's so good.
She's great. Her combos are amazing.
She's built such a beautiful brand.
Yeah.
Her brand is great. It's like known, which is great. It's like recognized for what it is, which is so lovely.
I love.
Yeah, and you can tell just when a picture comes up. On that, I have a question. So we're talking about, having like someone they're filming for TikTok, someone they're filming for Instagram. With your young ones that you're training and bringing through, do you include that as part of that, like learning about how to like build your Instagrams and all that sort of thing? Like, do you include the social side or the blogging side or that sort of thing into their training framework? Or is it like, this is the hair, this is the person, and that's like a separate entity?
Yeah, they do. We do have an extensive training program for the apprentices that goes like through goes through level 1, 2, and 3. There isn't a social media aspect in there at the moment because not everyone wants to be social savvy. Not everyone wants to actually do social media. Like you think they do because it's part of it's such a big part of our industry, but some people don't want to do it. Like my apprentice who's just moved onto the floor as a senior, her whole 3 years, she did not want to step in front of the camera once. And she is amazing. She's doing it a little bit now, but it's not something I think we'll actually introduce into our education program either. I think it's a separate identity. And I to be honest, I don't believe it's my responsibility.
Yeah.
It's just not. If you want to do social media, go and sort that shit out. And then we'll film. I mean, I've got an amazing team that are going to film for you, that will cut it up for you. But if you're not into social media, that's so fine as well.
And I think we've got to let them have that identity too, because it is a big social media, in having a business is a huge job. It is. Trying to do La Sorella as well as, getting Rich the content he needs for Salon Rising. It's hours and hours and hours of work. It's constant ideas. It's constant how do I put this together? What do I do? How do I write? How does it look? How do I step up? And it's on days that you feel completely drained. You're like,
still got to do that.
Got to still pull myself up because I know something's got to be online because that's how our businesses grow. That sometimes you're like, I don't want you guys to have to do that yet.
Yeah, no, I don't think. I think I want to focus on really good skill set. Firstly, communication.
Yes.
Of course. Secondly, presentation.
Yes.
And then, the rest is all shits and giggles.
Yes.
Yeah, right? It's not really like, it doesn't.
And do you feel like, I mean, it's controversial, but there's a bit of talk about this at the moment. Like, do you feel like it's not, like you can still have a hugely successful business without being like out there? Like, do you think you've built your brand enough that they can then build themselves without, you know, there's a lot of talk of saying, oh, you know, you have to, this is the only way you're going to build. But
social media?
Yeah.
For young stylists?
Yeah.
In general? I don't know. I think if they're under a big enough brand.
Yeah, it depends on where you want to sit in the industry.
Yeah.
If you want to play with the big guns that are hard and heavy on social media and you want to be up there with them, of course you need to play. If you don't, then there's other avenues. There's other business models that are hugely successful too. We just don't see them in the limelight.
Yeah.
So if you want to play with the big players who hit social media hard, yes, you need to know how to do it.
You also need to have a massive backbone for that because they're not just dealing with the joy that comes with it. You know, they're also dealing with all of the backlash that comes with it.
Yeah.
Like any, you know, like you're saying, any celeb would have the same way. It's the same in our industry. It's what do you actually, we always come back to, what is your why? Why do you actually want it?
Yeah.
You know, why, how is it supporting your life? And if it's going to support your life in a way because you want to build certain things, absolutely do it.
Yeah.
But you really need to kind of step back sometimes and be like, how is this aligning and what am I actually doing it for?
Yeah.
You know, there's got to be purpose.
Yeah, there definitely has to be purpose. And like some people are doing social media really well and they're smashing it. But like, you know, is it the kind of work you want to be doing? Like, don't listen to all the noise out there. If you want to do social media and play with these big boys and girls, do your thing. Do what you do and do what aligns with your why.
Yes.
Like why you're doing it. Like don't start doing dumb, stupid TikToks because Joe Blow's doing dumb, stupid TikToks and winning at the game.
Yes.
If it's not you.
Because that aligns with their brand.
Yeah.
Like I always say to people, I'm like, you have to show up. Again, for a business, social media is free. Like it is such an incredible tool.
I'm going to pause you on that. Social media is not free.
Oh, it's not free.
Because you have, it's like your time, it's your energy, and it is a wage for someone as well.
Yeah.
So when you're putting your organizational chart together these days when you're starting your business.
You're doing social media.
You have a box now that says social media.
Well,
whether it's casual, part-time or full-time.
Yeah.
So it's not free.
Well, the actual platform is free.
It's free.
So someone
you don't pay to post on it.
Building their own little brand, if they are continuing to show up, it's a free marketing tool.
Yes.
But not free in the sense that, yes, it's 1 million hours of your time. But for someone who's building their little brand, it is.
Yeah.
Because people say, I'm exhausted, I don't want to do it. And I'm like, well, if you're trying to build a small business, it's an incredible tool to be able to do that. You can get yourself out to those local areas by doing that.
Yeah.
But again, like you said, it's not for everyone, and it doesn't. We survived and thrived as hairdressers before social media.
Yeah.
We can still do it without it.
Yeah. You're just targeting a different market.
Yes.
Yeah. And you just have a different business model. So it's like, if you're looking at someone going, oh, I want to be just like them, but you don't do anything just like them, then you'll be a different type of stylist or different type of hairdresser.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Which is also
hit me with a Google review.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. So we everyone gets hit pretty hard sometimes with a Google review, a negative one. I'm sure we've all had it. It's not the nicest feeling, especially like for the team as well. So we got some Google review cards. Have you seen them?
No.
Yeah, and it's just like a cute little Google review card, and it has like a QR code on it, and the clients just like take a photo of it or whatever, and it goes straight to your page.
Yeah, love that.
So we introduced that about a month and a half ago, and we did a little in-salon competition as well for the stylist. If you get your name mentioned in a Google review, you win whatever, blah, blah, blah. So we had that running for 30 days. And it was hugely successful.
Love that.
So you can buy the Google cards just online.
Yep.
And it links straight to your platform.
Yep.
And, I just have them floating around the salon. So when that client is at their high and you've just tried their fringe and they're looking in the mirror and they're like, oh, just like
I'm the most beautiful. I've got myself.
It's the best. Oh my God, you are the best. I love you. I love you.
Google review. Because if you don't, like, I'm a big experience person. I had an amazing experience having a facial done. A shout out to our friend Kel at the facial bar. I had an incredible experience.
Yeah.
And, you know, she sent me a thing for a Google review, but it's like the bottom of my 95,000 things to do.
Yeah.
And I review quite often, but when our clients are in the salon and they're feeling that, we're like, if you could just like send us a little Googie
You
review
need these
while
cards.
you're sitting there.
Yeah.
Because they'll go on straight away. They'll do it straight away.
Yes.
Some of them were doing it when they were processing.
Yes.
Like
That's
just
how
sitting
clients
there.
do that. Yeah.
And they were just doing it while they were processing. It was the best thing ever. Like it was so good. And it boosted the morale for the team as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the team felt really loved
Yes.
and you know, supported and like wanted.
Yes.
And like it's just a win-win.
And you know that the clients are like, we have ones where like, hey, babe, while you're sitting here, Google review, please, love you. And we have these clients that we're really close to and they come through. We had 2 come through this week and you read it and you're just like, and they always, you know, one of our clients just mentioned her stylist and, you know, how, and then at the end mentioned like how like I have put this team together and how, you know, it's led by such a wonderful leader. And you're just like, sometimes we need to hear those things and just be like, thank you for singing those things. Thank you for seeing, you know, and for her, it was really special. She wrote, you know, she lost a baby and our whole team rallied around her in different ways, you know, and in their own personal ways that I didn't even notice or know, you know, but everybody was reaching out for support. And she was like, it was the hardest time. And I was just like loved and taken care of by where I get my hair done.
So good.
You
That's
know?
so good.
And
That is
like,
just
We
the
are a special
biggest
place
thing.
for people,
Agreed.
guys.
Yes.
Like the hair salon is a really special place.
Yes.
You know, we often hear stories like from our clients like that as well. It's beautiful.
I love
Really
that about
good.
the cards, Mon. That is
Yeah, that's such
so
a great
good.
idea.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
totally
really
going to order
good.
them.
They're really great. Definitely get onto them. And of course, you know, all that does is like drive your Google, you know, up higher and, you know, your website as well. So, you know, it's all good for SEO.
We also,
Love the SEO.
I had a meeting on Thursday with my team. I wanted to mention a couple little things because I found it really helpful. Anyone that says they sit in a meeting with their team and their team are completely enthusiastic is lying.
Totally. Oh my God. We have one every fortnight. I'm like, hello. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I didn't have anything prepped this week and you will never, I always say.
that's not like you at
That's not like me. I
all.
always have it prepped. But every time I prep stuff, I just feel like sometimes it goes, and I said, you know what? Let's meet at the coffee shop. I'll get coffees. If you guys want to get your breakfast, we can. And it was in a completely different meeting. It was a completely different experience.
So outside of the
And
salon
changed
compared to
the-
inside
I
the
was like,
salon.
I will
interesting.
never do it back in my salon again.
Yeah,
It
wow.
was wildly different. I was like, I'll get you coffees. Let's meet over there. But it was just like we were bursting with, and I didn't have anything prepped. I had ideas, but I didn't have anything prepped. And it was just, it was beautiful because we were just
Change the environment.
Change the environment. It was huge.
And is this like a 30-minute or 1 hour meeting?
This was an
What
hour
is
and a
it?
half.
An hour and a half?
Yeah.
And how often would you do it?
Monthly.
Whoa.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Monthly, an hour and a half. So that is a good chunk of time.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
we could all, it gave us time to also chat about other things and it didn't just have to be like work. And and then in that meeting, I realized that I had not, and we talked about this on the last pod, my delegation had gotten bad. And I wasn't delegating and I was holding all of these things that I needed to do, thinking I need to do it with such small time that we all sat around and we spoke about the different tasks and I've delegated and already it's wild, and Google reviews was one of them.
Yeah.
Because another thing with Google reviews is what I noticed is not always text message. If people contact you through DM, DM them the link. Babe, thank you so much for coming in today. We had such a ball.
Yeah.
I'm just going to leave the link here for our review. If you get a chance, do you know how many more I got from DM?
Yeah.
So many more
So
from DM.
good.
You know,
So good.
but we've made it. I love the competition. I'm definitely going to do that with my team. because
Yeah,
they'll
the
all
comp
love
was
that.
good. They loved it. It was so good.
But I've delegated to one of my staff members that Google reviews is her thing. So she has to work out a process around how she wants it done and everyone will follow that.
Yeah,
so because I just feel like it's always me putting processes in place.
Yeah, pass it on.
Another one was online store. We have an online store, but again, it's on my list every single week, but I get busy and then I don't talk about it. So I gave it to one of my team members, and she's already done like 3 amazing posts.
I actually noticed that. I noticed that was happening.
That's Fernanda. Yeah. And then I've given one of my other staff members who's incredible at taking social content, just to get me a whole bunch of socials every week of just little snippets. Yeah. And then I was able to make the reel that I made last night.
Amazing.
So one of my other staff members hers is TikTok. So it just, another one is the figures in the morning and in the afternoon, as well as there was another one for her. I can't remember what it was. But it just feels like they all then have this ownership and they do things differently because I think of things differently.
And you're allowing them to lead.
Yeah.
That's leading people to be leaders.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And then when I have the one-on-ones with them, I can be like, how are you going on this? Because what I'm feeling instead is like uber overwhelmed that I've got all of this stuff to do. And really I've got this incredible team that can do it. They get joy out of doing it. Yeah. They're like, yes, let me take something and lead something. Because when the Google reviews come through or when I see the social content, I also get to praise them on a job that they're doing to make my life easier.
Yeah, exactly. And everyone in the whole team gets to see them succeeding.
Yes.
And leading.
But we think tasks delegated are things like stock or cleaning, or no, it's things like Google reviews and social media, and for teams that don't have a social media person. And that's what makes a difference.
Yeah.
I think everyone wants to see like those really raw, authentic social media moments, like in the salon. Like I had a client in the other day and she was like, why don't you have any of this on your page? Like the salon was busy, it was humming and everyone was laughing and there was colors going everywhere. And she goes, I never see this on your page. I always see like end results or, finished results or a little bit of foiling, but I never really see the team much on there doing their thing. So that was a really big eye opener. So we put the team on last Friday and it popped off at like 84,000 views.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to put more of the team on now.
Because
they just want to see what we're doing.
One on the team. Like that's my most of my social media is my team. And I post stupid things like I can watch them on cameras. So they'll text me and be like, this happened on the camera at this time, watch. So the other day, one of my girls is always like, want a kiss? And one of the other girls is like, one day I'm not going to like pull my head back when you go to do it like a joke. And so she doesn't pull her head back, so they kiss. And she's like, check the camera out. And I just was absolutely wetting myself laughing. I haven't put that one on socials yet. But then they're all cracking up. One day I was in the back doing bowls and they were all running in here chasing each other with a dirty towel or something. And I put it online because I was just like, this is actually, people want to see that culture is
and
actually
it
that.
It takes away the fear of what the people are going to walk into. They get that sort of, it's like, okay, this is the environment that I'm going to be walking into.
Yeah, so true.
And it's, for us, that's our ideal clientele, right? Is our clients that like laugh at those things and like have a joke with us and get into a D&M with us about those things. So it feels right for us to post that type of content.
But if that's not authentic to you,
but if it's not authentic,
it's
don't do it.
It's the same as like you were saying, just because something's on TikTok and it's going off, don't do that just because.
No. Stay what your brand's aligned with is always the best. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, so what have the other things that you've done this year that have, so no coffee, no booze?
No coffee, no booze. We had a tour with Wella, which is still going. We've got it's called Get the Gloss. So we've got our Sydney show next Monday in Sydney, which is good. So a lot of this was, because I'm so busy this year.
Yes.
Like a lot of travel, a lot of education, some private education in amongst that, and then my team as well.
Yes.
So I was like, there's just no time for anything.
You are juggling and your family.
And my family, of course. Yeah. So, they're probably the main 2 things that I have cut out, which also changes your lifestyle. So instead of going to the gym twice a week, I'm definitely there 4 times a week, maybe 5 times a week now, which has totally changed. And then what that does, it's like a knock-on effect. It changes your diet.
Yeah.
So you start eating differently as well. So, I up the protein in my diet. it's just little things, like small changes become one big change.
Yes.
And suddenly you're living this completely different lifestyle.
Yeah.
And it's and I think
it's so amazing.
What you just said. And you did the same in business.
Yeah.
It's small changes. It's small changes in efficiency end up completely remodeling in such a beautiful way. Same thing in your life. It's small changes in your life. It's not changing everything like that. And I think that's what we think we need to do in life and our business.
I know. And when you see other people on social media and they're suddenly going to the gym and they've lost like 20 kilos and you're like, they're posting about their meal prep and you're like, oh my God, I have to do that. I'm going to do that. But it's like, you can't just do that.
Yes.
It's like, for me, it's been like an 18-month process. And same with the salon, with the small changes with efficiency. And now we're seeing the results.
Yes.
Yeah. We also brought out our new Q wraps.
Yes.
Which has been huge. So it's her first year in the industry. So she's filled a hole in the market when you're doing hand painting or you want to intensify your treatments at the basin. So the box is 100% biodegradable, including the roll inside the wrap, including the ink, which is soy-based.
Oh, wow.
And
so
do they all have?
They all have these cute – let me get one. I don't know. I don't want to like disturb the sound here, but – they all have
that's clever.
That is so clever.
Oh, it's so good. So the sticky feet will stick to any flat surface and stop the box from moving as you pull your cling film out. She's also perforated at the perfect 40 centimeters. Look at that, guys.
Oh, that is
that's so good.
Yeah.
We've done a double slit in the box. So this allows this enables make sure the cling film does not roll back on itself.
Oh,
so
that's
normally,
good.
The cling film will go back on the roll and then you'll have to try and find it again. So that stops that, prevents that from happening, which is really great.
So pretty much you just thought of absolutely everything.
We wanted to call it your personal assistant.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it had to do something that your assistant would do.
Yeah.
So when I would see shares on her social media with the Glad wrap and should have a assistant standing beside her and tearing it off. It just looked like a hot mess out there. Yeah. So I was like, okay, so I need something that tears and I need a box that's going to stay stationary as well.
Yeah.
So good.
The weight of the film is a little thicker than normal cling film.
Yeah, it is. You can see that from a distance.
It's still sticky enough to stick to the hair.
But it's super
and stick to a surface.
It also feels super light.
Yeah. And if you are a sustainable salon, this goes straight into the plastics. And Paul and the team repurpose it.
Yeah, perfect.
Can I get this for sandwiches at home? No.
I was thinking about going into butchers. I'm not going to lie. They're going to need me.
They are absolutely going to need you.
So it has been a busy year. I'm on the road a lot this year, not only with my education, but we're introducing Q wraps to the industry.
Yeah.
As your new personal assistant. Intensifying treatments at the bowl and isolating freehand in the chair.
I love it.
Cool, right?
And then,
Because this is something that you were using before anyway, right? But
it's
like going through all the little things that you found were going to make life easier.
And
just turning it into one.
So there was a US brand that came out to Australia at when it was called Hair Expo.
Yes.
Years ago.
A million years ago.
Does anyone remember that?
I still bought it.
I do.
It's Expo.
It's Expo. And she's amazing, the Bali Lama, and she had a cling film very, very similar to this. And then she stopped importing to Australia. And I literally called her and personally spoke to her and said, what's going on? We still need that here in Australia. There's nothing like it on the Australian market. And she goes, we're not coming back. And that was what drove me to make my own. Because there was no way, I just could not use the Glad wrap anymore.
And
it's just so the box elegant. Isn't even biodegradable. The box is nothing about Glad wrap is looking after the environment.
Yeah.
Which is not good in this day and age. I mean, please. I mean, you're a multi-million-dollar company. Get it together, guys.
Yeah.
It is so elegant too.
It's really pretty.
It's beautiful.
We also introduced it as a naked roll as well. And that was from feedback from you guys actually.
Okay.
Because, it's first year in the market. We want as much feedback as possible. And a lot of the guys were like, well, I'm using it at the basin and it's just better naked. Yeah. So you can purchase it on a naked roll as well.
Oh,
so we use it naked at the basin when we're doing our treatments.
Yes.
Yeah. Triple wrap treatments. It's beautiful. It's Q wrap __ if you want to see how it works.
Okay.
Yeah. On Instagram.
Everyone follow it.
Doesn't have a TikTok yet. Coming. coming. It's coming.
Again, all of the social medias, right?
All of them. My God, what's next? Yeah, so it has been a busy year.
And then we've also got your ambassadorship because that's new since we saw you.
Yeah, I took on that this year.
That's so cool.
Guys, I've been a lover of this brand since 2000.
We
before
spoke about it last
2010.
time.
Yes. We opened Q with this brand.
You were like, I have to have it.
Yeah, have to have it. So it was just the most it was just such a beautiful reach out from them for me to be the global ambassador for Christophe Robin. I was like, what? It's not like they don't even have to give me that. I already do it anyway.
Like, I'm already that.
I'm in my head. I am that. So it was just a little cherry on top of what we're already doing for Christophe in that beautiful brand. So we're super excited to be partnering with such an incredible brand. So that's new this year.
How passionate you are about the brand. It's like, and I think it's really important for anyone that's out there that, wants this type of what you do. It wasn't brands coming to you and you having to make yourself obsessed with the brand and then becoming.
No, you knocked on that door.
You literally were like,
I literally, Christophe.
That's the difference though.
Yeah.
That's the difference. If somebody is that passionate about your brand, like if someone was that passionate about our brand, I would be like, bring it
Take
on. Take it. Love it. Because
it's the only reason I got that brand in the beginning.
About it in all ways and always have been. So of course, as I said, I would have already thought you were the ambassador anyway.
I know, but it was such a special thing. I feel really honored to be given that opportunity to be their global ambassador. Absolutely. I mean, I know it inside and out. I've been using it forever, and it's my favorite product in the world. So
I'm excited. We got little testers today.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Excited.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
I can't wait for you guys to use it. It's so good.
And all the things. I love, like Jen was saying, these incredible.
So the shade variation pots come in 5 colors and they're all natural derivatives. So there's no artificial colorants in them.
Wow.
So you can't get any build up or overtone.
Yes.
Because it's all natural. And then, they're conditioned enhanced. So they're using nut oils and buriti oils. So it's very hydrating. So it's like a treatment, toner and conditioner all in one.
Oh,
pretty next level.
Global brand ambassador.
Oh, girls, really?
I was like, you nailed that. Yeah, also, I feel a little bit hot for this product now, so I'm like, I want them. And then I want Q wrap all over the top of my head.
I know.
Yes, and wrap it up in your Q wraps and you're good to go.
All of the things.
No, I'm really, when I get onto something that I absolutely love, I'm just in deep. I'm in deep and hard, and I'm super passionate about both of these brands, and I believe they're something that, the industry needs.
Yes.
Yeah.
And everyone needs really, but the industry more. Because it's so saturated and it's so noisy out there.
Noisy.
And I know what's in those products. Yeah. I know the ingredients, and I know the ingredients are incredible here.
Yeah. Oh, see, she's so good.
She is so good. I love that.
Okay, so you've got so much going on at the moment, but and I was like, so move to Queensland. No, you've got so much going on at the moment. Where do you see yourself in the next 12 months? What's happening? Because obviously we spoke to you 12 months ago and I would love to.
You changed. So you've done so much in that time.
Yeah. Look, great question. I mean, I think the strength lies in the US at the moment for me, especially with our connection with Christophe. We're heading there, as I said earlier, for a month of education. I've just signed off on my O1 visa, so that's for 3 years. So I can educate, live, work, social security, drive a car, everything in the US from now on.
That's amazing.
I see something happening there.
Yes.
I don't know what it is just yet.
Yeah.
And my other passion project is my baby Q team.
Yeah.
I want them super strong, super feeling super confident, super supported, being able to achieve whatever dreams and desires that they have in the industry, personal as well. So they're my 2 focuses over the next 12 months. So maybe something in the US, and of course the Q team getting stronger and stronger.
Oh,
it's always so refreshing to chat with you, Mon. There's so much that lands. I said to you last time we talked to you, I was like, I'm going to buy a Salon after having that conversation. Woo! And I did. So
congratulations.
Look out. Maybe we'll be starting something in the US.
Watch out, US. I don't know. Mon's doing it, so we're on it.
Let's all go to the US.
Done.
Yeah.
Salon Rising and me. Let's go.
Done. Richard
and I have already been talking about that.
And I just
definitely,
I love how, guys, we've just said like Mon's got so much going on, their ambassadorship, the rap, the education, but her focus, one of her main focuses is still her team.
Yes.
So anyone that thinks you can just walk into a salon and build it and walk out,
you just can't.
You just can't.
I mean, the biggest question I always get is how did you step off the floor?
Yeah.
Because I've been off the floor now, as from our last podcast, as we spoke about how dramatic that exit was.
Yes.
It's now been a few years and I'm there on every second Saturday.
Yes.
But, you actually never leave.
Yes.
No.
You just take a new job role.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's all it is, guys. Don't think you're leaving.
Yeah, you're like, I'm stepping off the floor, which means I'll be in 1 day a month and all I'll do is swindle around. No, it's like define what that role looks like.
Yeah. It's just a new job role.
Off the floor because you can't there's no way of setting a salon up and being like, I'm out for good now and it's just going to pay me $1 million and I don't have to think about it. We're not a McDonald's. You can't do it.
No, you definitely can't. It's all you and it will always be you.
Yes.
So you can't just take you out of it completely.
And I think you also have to be like, that's my superpower. And if you don't want it to be you, then maybe you need to assess whether you want to do this.
That's anymore. It. I mean, and so many people have sold their salons and moved on.
Yes.
That's not going to be me.
Also not
nice.
I love that. Also not a failure if you do.
Oh, no.
Because
exactly.
I think this was the other
not
thing.
At all.
No, not that you were saying it was. But I think this is the other thing. The reason I say that is because I had a podcast last week with my girlfriend who moved from her salon home and she was like, there was such a thing around me selling it. And I think the more, I think if that is you at any point where you're like, I don't know if this is for me anymore, none of that is a failure. It's just a move.
Yeah, no, because
absolutely.
If anything, it's a success in identifying what is actually your why, your purpose, your driver, and following that instead of pushing yourself to be where you don't want to be.
Because exactly what Mon said, her passion is still behind her team. And I think while you still have that, that's when your salon's successful.
Yeah.
When you lose that, that's when you need to
move
reassess.
On. Yeah. Sell it up, make some cash and move on.
Yeah.
There's plenty of other things to do.
Yes.
Lie on a beach. Talking about beaches, my God, you've got some good beaches here. Coming over here in the taxi, we were like, oh my God, is that normal? People out swimming at 6 a.m. What the hell?
Winter.
In winter.
You probably drove
people
past my
wearing
house.
singlets and shorts in winter.
Yeah. No, not us. I'm like rugged up like it's Sydney.
I'm like, it's under 24 degrees. Bring me a
It's so
jacket.
cold. It's funny you were saying I get off and it's just like I'm on holidays, but
it smells like holidays
normal
here
for us.
Yeah. I'm even talking slower. You can tell, right?
You're like, I'm talking slower. I'm moving
So
slower.
relaxed here.
So relaxed.
Yeah.
Cool. So from now on, Mon has to come up here.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah.
When's the next one, guys?
Yeah.
We just have a standing slot now.
Yeah. That's Mon's 3 monthly spot.
Yeah. Okay. There will be another. We can't not have another. But for now.
Maybe in the US, our next one. Oh. Yes, guys. Let's manifest that and make that happen.
Done.
I'll make that happen.
Done. Sold. You all heard it here first. We're going to the US with Mon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Thank you so much for coming and spending the morning with us again. We're
My
so
pleasure.
grateful. It is always amazing. And we just know that every insight you have is just so valuable to the industry. I just think you're amazing.
There were so many things in that I'm like, I am going to do that.
The word that we're
the
taking
word
away
is efficiency.
Efficiency. Absolutely. Change your life, guys.
Mon,
love it.
Thank you.
Thank
I love you
so
I hate
much.
when the podcast ends, Richard's like, wrap it up. I'm like, I don't want to wrap it up.
I know.
Yeah. No, we do have
We
to wrap
seriously
up now.
could talk for hours. But honestly, I think the next one should be in the US. Rich, we're going to get onto that.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's saying yes.
Done.
Yeah.
Done.
We're doing it. All right, guys. Thank you so much
Thank
for having
you.
me.
Thank
you guys are the
you.
best. Thank you.
See you soon, guys.